All right, it's summertime. I'm going to show you guys how to remove the filter out of here and clean it. And then I'm also going to show you guys how to pull that basket out. So first things first, we got to turn all the electrical off. I just come here and hit this. Bam, done. And now all I've got to do is unhook all this. So basically, this is a purge valve here. This kind of releases a little bit of air on it. Kind of makes it easier. And then over here, I'm just going to twist this. If you're strong enough, you can do it. Just open her up. And then if you notice, there's these little things here. You just got to kind of turn this so you can get it up. And you can see there's a bunch of junk in there. So we got to clean that out. And usually what I do is I just bring this out here, because what I've got to do is that when I pull the filter out, I'm going to put it over there. And then I'm just going to stick it on here, hit it, and then we're going to hit it with the hose afterwards. All right, so let me show you guys. There it is. Here's the cap, and notice it's got this, I don't know if it's made out of silicone, but it has that washer on there. And that keeps the water from squirting out. And so we're going to leave that there. And the next thing we got to do is come here. We got to turn this. And it's really hard, so I'm going to have to use both hands. You know what I mean? Okay, so what I've got to do is just really got to get on it. And I'm going lefty-loosey, right? Just like this. And this takes a number of turns. I mean, I got to do a lot. Starting to come off. There we go. And you hear a snap, but it still won't come out, so you got to keep going. And I push down as I'm doing it, and that kind of releases it. And there we are. All right. And this has to be cleaned out, so I'm just going to set this over here to show you. I just kind of set that over there, and now we've got to get this filter out. So you can see it's pretty dirty, and I've got to lift it up over this. It's pretty heavy, so I'm going to kind of set it on the edge here. So when I pull it up like this, I put it on the edge like this. You see? Then I can get under it here and lift it, just like that. Okay? Just set her there for a second. I'm going to show you guys a better look on it. So here it is. You can see it's really dirty. And then look inside here. So you got to get over this and over that. This one's got a big hole in it. I got it off of Amazon. And I've had it for about 6 months. They usually last at least that long if you clean them every week, which I do. If you don't know which one to get, this is a Hayward, okay? And it's a Hayward Star Clear Plus. And if you look down here at the bottom, you're going to see there's different types of filters. This one's clicked here. It's the C1750, okay? C1750. So that's what you have to look up on Amazon if you want to get a new one. And so now we just gotta, you can clean some of this stuff out of here if you want. You know, it's gonna have some junk in there. But now we just gotta pick this up and take it over to where we can squirt it. And then also we'll have to squirt the inside of that. So I usually bring it over to this little square here. I mean circle. And then we just squirt her out, and we gotta squirt that out. So let's do that. So I've got one of these old Orbits. It works pretty good. What I usually do is see, it's got different things. It's got showers, full, rinse. I usually go to jet because jet really kicks it out. So let's try that. See, you can already see how white it is. Let me get a little closer so you get a better view of it. All right, let's do it. So you can see the difference here. Look how white this becomes and how dark that is. That's, you know, basically a lot of gook in there. I usually go around twice. Even though it looks pretty clean now, there's always a little bit of residue in it. All right, it's getting pretty good. Now I'm going to do this one over here. Now we're going to do the basket. Notice how it spins it? Cleans it out pretty good. Then you may have one or two little pieces in there you got to get out. Here, I'll show you. There's just a little bit in there still. But, yeah. That looks pretty good, right? Okay. All right, so this has got a bunch of junk in it, so we got to squirt that out. You can see it. I mean, it's all clogged up. So I'm going to do that. Then we'll just pour it out. And then we got to look again, make sure we got everything. Shake it around, dump her out. And just make sure it's not blocking your thing. I think this is good. Take a look. Okay, that's ready. Pick this up and put it on the thingamabob. Because you got to feed it over this. You know what I mean? You don't want to snap. Yeah, see that? You hear that noise? So you don't want to hit something inside there and break it. Then you're going to look down in here. Let's see if I can show you. Then we're going to look down in. See that? You want to make sure that you're not encumbered or it's not, you know, hitting anything. And then I can go ahead, lift it up, and slowly bring it down. Just making sure that these things inside don't get stuck. You know what I mean? So that's good. Let's see if you guys can see. So now we've got that on there, right? Now we got to put our top on. All right, so I'm going to slide this down. Oh, what's that? Put that on there. Just like this. And I want this thing facing away from the motor and over there. So I'm going to have the valve facing this way. And I'm just going to start turning it until it gets like a little tight. And then we'll just go ahead and crank her down. It takes a lot of cranks. Now what you want to do is look here and make sure that this is not open at all in the bottom. You follow me? So we just want to get it cranked good. I think that's going to work. Next we got to put our basket in. You don't want to forget that. So I'm just going to slide that in. Notice how I go right over those and I turn it. You see, now it's good. And now we can go ahead and grab our hose. And what I usually do is I try to get some water in there, you know what I mean? So I'm going to put it on shower like that. And then I'm going to try to fill this up as much as I can. And then I'm going to put the top on once I get it, you know, pretty filled. Then we're going to grab our top, slide her on there, twist it, and I just hand tighten it. Not super tight, okay? So now we're good, right? This valve is still open, right? Let me shut it, and I'm just going to open it a little bit. And now we can come back here, go turn everything on. And you'll start to see it filling up in there. It takes a while. See, it's coming in, right? There it goes. You can hear it. Let me put this back here so you guys can watch it. And once it's filled, it should squirt out of that valve. Good pressure, shooting all the way across. And you want to close this because you don't want it leaking everywhere. Make sure that this is good. And that's it. That's how you do it, man. That's how you change the filter on your Hayward. I put these things on here just to kind of cover them up a little bit more. Even though I do have a sunshade over it, it still gets pretty hot out here. So it's always good to, you know, try to protect this stuff. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos where I show you stuff about pools. Peace out.